Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another edition of the Year in Review, this time for 2025, and I'm recording this on January 1st, 2026. And right away, I do have, of course, some things I want to say, and I'm going to start with the fact that on the music channel, TGC Radio, I've thought about things I wanted to do with it, and I'm still not sure at this point. TGC Radio, the weekly series, which became bi-weekly, which became not at all. I don't know, to be honest. I did get one episode out specifically talking about music within 2025, and that was a 20-year revisit of Nickelback's 2005 album, All the Right Reasons. I listened to the whole thing for the first time in an incredibly long time, talk about it, and give my thoughts on it within a video. So that was the only thing that went out on TGC Radio, formerly known as TGC Gaming, and is now The Geeky Backlog. I got a few videos out, but not too much. Back when it was still TGC Gaming throughout most of the year, I put out a video on March 30th, 2025, where I talked about my entire PlayStation trophy list, from the very beginning, earning my first trophy in December of 2013, all the way up till, I think I recorded that in like January or February of last year now. So yeah, there's that. Then I did a really cool video I still like a lot, where I went through, played through every single on-disc song on Rock Band 4, and then re-tiered the songs based on what I felt was the most difficult. Again, a video I like a lot. That came out on the gaming channel as well. Then I finally uploaded my Life is Strange Double Exposure Collector's Edition unboxing video. Got that out in April. And then in November, I officially rebranded the gaming channel to The Geeky Backlog with a whole new plan of action for this channel that I've already started putting in place with an actual upload. Technically today, but I scheduled it. And that video is me playing The Evil Within for the first time in 7 years. And the whole idea for the Geeky Backlog now is primarily you'll get one video a week on the Backlog channel, and I will alternate between the two. 1 week you'll get me playing a game from my backlog, something I've been meaning to get around to for quite a while, and then the following week I'll play something from my trophy or achievement backlog that I want to just clean up some achievements here and there, you know. So yeah, and I'll be alternating between the two, and I'm starting with The Evil Within on the proper, like, playing something from my backlog part of it, and then the first game from the achievement side of things will be, I will start to finally go through and earn some of the online multiplayer stuff for The Last of Us Remastered, and slowly but surely see if I can complete all of the matches necessary for the Hunter and Firefly factions journeys. That's the idea there, and I haven't said that on the channel yet, but that'll come out next week. The first episode of that will. And yeah, I think it'll be a really cool series. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while, especially because there's been games I've been meaning to get around to for so long, and there's been games I want to replay for a while too that I haven't. So a series like this, on both fronts, I think will work. And hopefully you did not just hear that train outside. But regardless, I'm really looking forward to that. I had a great time playing the first couple of chapters for The Evil Within. I'm also capping myself for this new series on both sides of it, for both backlog and cleanup. I'm capping myself at recording for 1 hour at a time, and I want to have like a proper kind of like almost relaxing style laid back LP. Like, I want proper classic LP vibes from this series in general. So I'm hoping I can accomplish that, you know. But outside of that, that's really all I've got to talk about for the gaming/backlog channel now. I do have some other plans in store for it, and there will be some times where you'll get a couple videos a week just because of other things I've been working on that I want to get out. But yeah, that's really it for the most part, so I'll go back to the main channel, the original channel, and we finished off 2024 on the main channel with me getting out with me getting out my video playing through all of the 4th Galaxy Camo Cosmos in Astrobot. Again, Astrobot was my game of the year for that year. I love it. I still love it so much. I completely kept up to date with all the DLC as it came out. I've got videos on most of the DLC at this point, which I love that I did. And yeah, I had a great time with it. And I recorded everything for both my LP and getting the Platinum. I recorded all of that as the game came out and got the Platinum very shortly after the game came out. I was just a bit slow, obviously, with getting some of the videos out. 2025, on January 31st, because of course, with the year in review for the following year. And then I didn't upload another video until April, where I put out a couple videos of me finally playing through more of the WWE 2K23 My GM series that Tyson and I started together. I decided I want to finish some series that I just haven't, right? So I jumped back in and ended up recording everything myself, playing as both shows, booking everything for both shows. And I got month 2 and 3 all in one video. Well, month 2 is one video, month 3 is one video. Got both of those out in April. And that was pretty cool. At least I kind of thought so at the time. But then there was not another thing until July when I started the channel anniversary series again, which, for those of you who may not know, in 2024, I did what I was calling the 10-year celebration series throughout the summer, the end of the summer, really. And I started in July, wanted it to end in early August, and at the time I wanted to celebrate making videos on YouTube for 10 years. And the whole goal was to just upload a video every day for 30 days, and my math was slightly wrong, so I ended up doing more than 30, but I still got it done, and I even finished off with a live stream on August 6th, 2024 to properly celebrate it, and I thought it was really cool. And I had been thinking for a while that I wanted to do the series again, and I started it in 2025. And I had all of like the numbers and everything correct. I was only going to need 30. But once again, I procrastinated, put things off, and I didn't have any sort of plan. Like, I had a plan in place, but I didn't pre-record anything. I didn't get anything kind of like done in advance. I had one done to go out as the first video, where I finally went back, played through the PS3 version of the original Ratchet and Clank again, and then cleaned that up, and then captured the final moments of earning the Platinum on camera, and that became the first video of the anniversary series. And then the next episode, the following day, I ranked every song from The Killer's second album, Sam's Town, very quickly, gut reaction, got that out in a video, and then I just needed any sort of video to quickly do the following day on July 10th, so I just quickly sat down and just like basically shot from the hip, rapid fire ranking of every main series WWE game. It's a video I don't really care for now, because while I stand by what I said in it, it's not up to quality of what I normally do. And if I did that video, like, it's not a bad idea for a video, but it's something that I'd want to do properly, if you know what I mean. And that just wasn't it. I just needed a video out that day, so I just did that. But then, on July 11th, I got out a video where I played through one of the new Astrobot DLC levels, and this would have been from the final set of DLC that Team Asobi was giving us. So that was the first level. The following day was the next level, and both those videos are still pretty cool. Then I sat down and ranked every song from the 3 Days Grace album, Transit of Venus, which is my favorite album from the band. Same idea as the Sam's Town ranking, did that for Transit of Venus, and the whole idea for every video I was doing for that part of it was I wanted to end up basically showing you what are like my top 10 favorite albums of all time. So that was the whole idea there. But then after Transit of Venus ranking, I did another Astro DLC level. Then I moved for the rankings to ranking every song from Saint Asonia's second album, Flawed Design. Then another Astrobot level. And then I played Mega Mix Mastery, the final DLC level for Astro. Then I ranked everything on Green Day's American Idiot. Then I did a very quick ranking from Where the In Crowd's Best Intentions. Another very quick ranking of each era of the WWE games. I still did main series, but I did the SmackDown era at the beginning, then SmackDown vs. Raw, the WWE branding, and then the WWE 2K branding. That was the whole idea there. Again, another video that if I were to do it, I would want to do it properly. Then I did a whole ranking. Then I did another ranking, but not just my favorite album from Against the Current, who are like my favorite band, but I did that as well as ranking every single album and EP from them, including Chrissy's solo EP as well. I did all of it in a tier list, as well as personally rapid fire ranking all of my favorite albums from them, which is Past Lives. But then on the following day, I kind of called back to the very first episode of the Anniversary series, and I captured my final moments of earning the platinum for the original PS4 version of The Last of Us Part 2. So I got that done, and that was pretty cool. Completely messed things up, by the way, but completely messed things up, by the way, but it's all captured on camera, so it's kind of fun. Then an impromptu video, but I did a video of me playing through Ozzy Osbourne's Mama, I'm Coming Home, because this was the same day, I believe, that we found out that Ozzy had passed away. So that video came out and it's just simply titled Rest in Peace Ozzy. And if I didn't say, I was playing Mama, I'm Coming Home in Rock Band 4. But yeah, and that's just titled Rest in Peace Ozzy because, yeah. Then another impromptu video came out the following day, and that was me sitting down and playing both Mega Mix Mastery and the Great Master Challenge from Astrobot back to back, and then doing a video post-commentary style just to talk about how I felt about things and kind of like, yeah, just what I was thinking there. Or talking about what I felt was the hardest. My experience playing both levels and figuring out and then trying to tell all of you what I felt was the harder level of the two. And then the following day, still having not missed one, I got to just talk about very excitedly that Fred Mascherino was officially back in Taking Back Sunday, as he was temporarily filling in for John Nolan on their summer tour, and then John would come back for When You Were Young in October. But yeah, so that was really fun. I enjoyed talking about that, and the Fred era of the band is my favorite era of the band. I love Where You Want to Be and Louder Now so much. So that was fun. And then I ranked everything on the album Smile and Wave by Saint, which is the solo project from Tay Jardin of Where the In Crowd. And then that was a lot of fun. I love that album so much. And then I officially missed a few days in a row, and because of that, I've decided, this video is not exactly ready, but the script is recorded, and I don't think there's really anything else I can add as of right now. So I got out a video that I originally planned for the 10-year celebration the previous year, which was my history with the WWE, games, and Universe Mode specifically. Talked about that in there, and that was a thing, I guess. Again, there was a lot more I wanted to do with it, but I wanted to do something a little special since I missed a few days at the time, and I just decided, you know what? I'll throw some unused 2K19 universe footage from the series Tyson and I were doing at the time, and I'll just get that out with my commentary, and yeah, that's what I did. So that came out a few days after the previous one, and then I ended up missing a few more days where I got even more previous footage that I'd been sitting on for a long time, where I showed myself and Tyson from 2019. I badly quizzed him on the WWE Games Metacritic scores from the time, and that ended up being a pretty funny video that I finally edited after like 6 years, so, you know, that was fun. Also from 6 years, I got out another video the following day, where at the time I predicted WrestleMania 35, and I just wanted to see how I did, and that came out at the same time. And then, the following day, I finally got out my 2024 PlayStation wrap-up, you know, 8 months later, but it finally came out. And then, by that point, I had figured out that the anniversary series for this past year was just, it was a failure. I figured that out at the time, and I deemed it a failure, and we would just try again some other time. But then I kept trying to go out for, but then I kept trying to do some more wrestling content, get back to business as usual, and I got out some more of that 2K23 My GM series. I ended up getting out all of month 4, but due to a bunch of technical difficulties, I had to get it out all like separated into smaller videos. Well, I say smaller, but they're all still like 30 to 40 minutes, so yeah. But still, I wanted to put it all in one video. I was having so many issues, technically, that I just split it all up, and then it kind of fixed the issues that way. And then, in August 23rd, well, August 22nd, we got the first album from 3 Days Grace with the original vocalist Adam Gonche back in the band since 2012's Transit of Venus, and I immediately checked it out, listened to the entire thing. My expectations were incredibly low. I was expecting nothing good from it, and I was pleasantly surprised, and I have even come back to it a few months later and still enjoyed it. So I thought that was pretty cool, and I did a whole very quick review of it. And that video ended up actually doing really well for me and got a lot of comments and interaction, so I thought that was super cool. I loved that. And then I ended up getting out and then I finally got out another part of the Astrobot Let's Play, doing all of the 5th Galaxy. Then I did all of the Lost Galaxy, and then I cleaned up everything I didn't have for the Platinum in another video. Those came out one after the other, with a few days in between. And then we get to my biggest video that I've ever made. Not in scale or quality, but in reception, how much people genuinely seem to like the video. And in saying that, this video has also changed the way that I am thinking about content and what I want to do. So let's get to it. That video is called Platinum Trophies I Want, but I Will Never Get. And I just randomly had like this quick burst of inspiration where I came up with this idea after watching another YouTube video. So I wrote down the title just because I thought that would be a great title for a video. Then I went through my PlayStation trophy list, found a few games I wanted to include, found 3, wrote a really quick but nice, concise script, and I basically got it all done like that same day or maybe like the next day. And yeah, it was a very quick process, didn't take much time. I got some B-roll for it, and I didn't expect anything to come from it really. I didn't expect it to blow up like it did. But right now, it's sitting at 9,492 views with 70 comments and 241 likes. And yeah, it's the biggest thing I've ever done somehow. And it's a video I like a lot. But it also has left me wondering, like, why did that video of all videos get the traction that it did, you know? Like, I don't get it. Because, like, yeah, I had talked about trophy hunting before, but not very much, and nothing else I had done had clicked in the same way. So, like, I don't know. It was weird. But like I said, it's a video I like, and I appreciate that it did super well and that people liked it a lot. But that came out. And then I did a very quick video because I was getting B-roll for another video that would come out the following day. And I just had like this weird instance where I put Life is Strange Before the Storm in my PS5, and for whatever reason, when I did that, it just immediately, like, gave me, like, this drop-down option that, like, gave me access to the first game, and I thought that was weird. And I still don't know why exactly it did that, but my only theory is that it did that little drop-down because I already own both, and they're tied to my account, but I don't know. I just thought it was really weird. So that was a very quick video that was meant to be a short, but I couldn't cut it down to under 3 minutes and still have, like, the points I wanted to make. So that became a regular video instead. But then the following day, the video that I was trying to get footage for, so I could get that out, came out. And that was me sitting down and talking about every platinum trophy I've earned as of September 14th is when the video came out. So yeah, and at the time I had 47 platinums, and I've only gained 2 more since then. And yeah, that's really it. I enjoyed that video. It also did quite well for me on the channel, sitting at almost 2,000 views with some comments and a lot of likes as well. It wasn't as much of a success, but it was still a success, and I liked it. And then I finally got out a video where I earned the Platinum Trophy in the PS5 version of Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves, and that was an experience that I really liked doing, and it did not do anywhere near as well as I had hoped it would. I still liked the video, but yeah, that was a bit strange that it didn't do as well, especially coming off the heels of the previous 2 trophy and achievement hunting videos that I made that did pretty well. But what can you do? It was still a video I enjoyed. Then I did a small video shortly after where I got all the gold time trials in the first world of Pac-Man World 2 Repack, and then I've since not really done much else with the game. I enjoy it, but I just need to get back to it eventually. And then in early October, I got out a video that was very similarly structured to Platinum Trophies I want but I'll never get. A small video talking about 3 games with a short but nice and concise script. And this was Xbox games I want on PlayStation, a video I like a lot, but then also did not do as well as I had hoped, sitting at less than 100 views, and I wanted that one to do better, but unfortunately it didn't. And then on my birthday, a little bit later, in October, I put together a video where I showed myself earning every single trophy in Astrobot, and made that similar to the Sly 3 video, and I liked that quite a bit as well. And then another short but concise scripted video where I did the opposite of the Xbox One, and I did PlayStation games I think should be on Xbox. That one was received a bit better, quite a bit better to be honest. I like that video again. And then this one is a lot closer to what I had been doing. It's in the same structure, but it's unscripted instead of scripted. And that is great games I have never finished. I'll talk about a few more games in there. And again, that one did a lot better. Then I got the PlayStation Wrap Up 2025 video out, you know, on time. And then the last video of the year was the best and worst games I played in 2025. I had 3 honorable mentions, 3 games I loved playing, and then 3 games that I either didn't like or was disappointed by. In saying that, I don't think there's any game in there that I actually hated playing, but, you know, sometimes you have to clickbait. But, you know, sometimes you have to clickbait just a little bit. Just a little. But that was all the videos that came out within 2025 on all 3 channels. Again, I know for the gaming/backlog channel, I have that big plan, and I'm hoping I can kind of stick with that and get consistent videos out weekly over there, and I think I will be able to for that. Just the idea of doing like classic Let's Plays with a time constraint put on me of recording for an hour and not sticking with the same game every single week as well, alternating between 2 games until I finish one, I think will be a lot of fun. I like the idea a lot, and I'm going to try my hardest to stick with it. I like doing that, and then the main channel will kind of just be, you know, when I have a video that I feel is kind of worthy of being on the main channel, that'll come out. I do have things in place, but that's really all I've got. I've already been recording for almost 30 minutes for this thing, so I don't want to keep you guys any longer than necessary. But yeah, that's, like I said, all I've got. I hope you enjoyed this year in review. That was everything that I did on all 3 of my channels throughout 2025. I hope you look forward to 2026, and I hope we continue to see our amazing growth from 2025 into the new year. And, yeah, that's it. Let me know down in the comments what you did in 2025, whether that be life, gaming, or whatever you want to talk about. And until next time, I'll see you later. Bye, guys.